So we're picking up around line 200 between where we left off and now. We've met Sinon the Greek, who is left behind to convince everybody, to convince the Trojans that the horse was cool and that they should take it into their walls because it was a great idea. And they convinced him of doing that. He convinced them to do that by telling them that he hated Odysseus, and what better way to get on the Trojan side than to be an enemy of Odysseus. Okay, but now something new and terrible is going to happen. Laokoon ductus Neptuno sorte sacerdos solemnis tauringentem mactabadaras. So Laokoon. This guy's name is pronounced Laokoon. You'll sometimes see it's like this. Those two dots there, it's not an umlaut, it's called a diaresis, and it means pronounce this separately. So Laokoon, who led as a priest. Sacerdos is nominative, so this is like chosen to be priest for Neptune. That's a dative of reference. We would say priest of Neptune. They said priest for Neptune, so you can translate it priest of Neptune if you want. Laokoon, chosen as a priest of Neptune by lot, ablative means. Solemnis Taurum, was sacrificing a huge bull at his solemn altars. This is what you do if you're a priest. You sacrifice animals to the god. Ecce. Ecce is a great Latin word and becomes Italian too. It just means like, look, lo, and behold. Or just one of those. Lo or behold. Ecco gemina tenedo tranquilla peralta. Oresco referens, interesting moment there. Immensis orbibus angues incubunt pelago, pariter quad litora tendunt. Behold, meanwhile, moreover, but behold, twins from Tenedos. Tenedos is the island that is just off of, where are we? Troy. Just off of Troy, behind which the Greeks have hidden their ships to make it seem like they have sailed away, and this is where the snakes come from. Twin snakes. This is a little bit reminiscent of Agamemnon and Menelaus, if you are in the mood to think about such things. Twins from Tenedos, through the tranquil deeps. I shudder, relating. This is an interesting moment where Vergil slips into the first person. Not Vergil, Aeneas, because Aeneas is the one who is narrating this story. So Vergil has Aeneas slip into the first person as he's narrating this story. I shudder, recalling. Twins, snakes. Finally, we get to find out that they're snakes and not something else, with huge orbs. This must mean like coils or something like that. Lo and behold, twin snakes with huge coils lay upon the sea. Pariter quad litora tendunt, and equally they strive towards the shore. Pectora quor inter fluctus a recta ubique sanguineae superant undas. Whose breasts, whose chests, raised up erect amid the waves, and their bloody combs, crests. Snakes have crests. I don't know. Maybe they're more like sea serpents, okay? Or dragons. Whose breasts erect amid the waves and bloody crests overcome the waves. This means like they stand up out of the surface of the ocean. So imagine a snake sort of slithering through with its head and chest up, sticking up over the water. Pars cetera pontum pone leget sinuat quim mensa volumine terga. The other part, the rest of the snake, skims the ocean behind, and Sinuat immensa. Sinuat quimmensa volumine terga. So terga is plural. Sinuat and wiggles. I'm not sure. Writhes. Some good snake movement word. Yeah. And I'm at a loss. Writhes its huge backs by means of its coiliness with its rolling thing. So this is Vergil describing snake movement. Fit sonitus spumante salo. Thereupon there comes, right? This means just it happens, and the subject is sonitus. So there happens a noise word. What kind of noise do snakes make? Okay, there happens a snake noise. Spumante salo, from the foaming salt, which is the sea. Iam quarva tenebant. Ardentis quoculos suffecti sanguinet igni, Sibylla lambebant linguis vibrantibus ora. And now they arrive at they stretch for, tenebant. Yeah, they make for the fields. So they're up on the shores now. Ardentis quoculos, modifying the subject here. Suffused as to their burning eyes. This is ardentis, agreeing with oculos. Suffused as to their burning eyes. That's an accusative of respect with a passive participle. You've seen that before. You'll see it again. So it means like with their eyes suffused. Suffused as to their eyes with blood and fire. They lick their hissing mouths with their vibrating tongues. Defugimus vis sex sanguines. We flee. Bloodless. That means like scared so that all the blood goes out of you and you turn white. Scared, bloodless by the sight. Illagmine certo la coonta petunt. They, the snakes, in a sure marching line, so like they make a straight line, laakouanta petunt, seek, laakouon. This is a Greek accusative singular for laakouon. Et prima parva duorum, corpora natorum, serpens amplexus uterque implicat. And first, the little bodies of his two sons, each serpent having embraced. So plexus is the deponent, perfect deponent participle, and its direct object is parva corpora. So you could say, and first having embraced the small bodies of his two sons, each serpent, so like I guess one per son maybe, implicat, and there's the verb there, enfolds et miseros et morsu de pascitur artus, and feeds upon, and feeds upon their miserable limbs by means of a bite. Okay, so whole thing. And first, the small bodies of his two sons, each serpent having embraced, enfolds and feeds upon their miserable limbs with a bite. Post ips auxilio subeunt tela ferentem corripiunt spirisque lignant ingentibus. After, this is like postquam, afterwards, the man himself, so that's laakouon, as he is bringing, supplying aid and bringing spears, they grab spiris and tie him up with their huge spirals, their huge snake coils. Et iam bis mediam plexi, bis colo squamea circum terga dati superant capitet cervicibus altis. And already, having embraced him around his middle, having embraced his middle, the middle of the guy, twice, so I guess 2 coils around his middle, bis colo squamea circum terga dati. So this is tmesis, because this verb is circum dati. Circum do means to put around. And it's split here with a word in between and over line end, which is pretty significant, I guess. Find out how in a second. So how do we deal with this? Colo is dative. The direct object is squamea terga. They're scaly backs. This is a participle, circum dati. So it's having given around, and make the around part go with the dative and the given part go with the accusative. So having given their scaly backs around his neck. What does that mean? So they have embraced his middle twice. So they've wrapped 2 coils around his middle, and they have wrapped, I guess you could just say wrapped their scaly backs around his neck twice. So 2 coils around his middle, 2 coils around his neck. Superant. They overcome, they overreach. This means literally like it did up here. Where was it? Superant undas, like they are taller than the waters. Same thing. They are taller than. They overwhelm, they overcome the man. And this is ablative of degree of difference. By a head. So like by their heads. So they're taller than him by their heads and tall necks. So they're wrapping the middles of their bodies around the guy, and this gives you the picture of the snakes just towering over him by their heads and tall necks. Why is that singular? It's just poetic, singular for plural. If it were plural, it wouldn't scan, so that's probably part of it too. Oh no, what's going to happen to poor Laocoon? His children are eaten, and now he's got snakes all over him. That's a bad day. Find out next time.